Did you see this in Onward? Poor Ian is insecure and thinks no one notices him. Well, he's wrong. Take a look at the girls on the left. They're using sign language, and one of them saying he's cute. They're totally checking him out. Did you know this about Toy Story? When Woody loses his cool trying to convince Buzz he's a toy, Buzz says, "You're a sad, strange little man." This line is repeated by Scott Calvin, aka Santa, in the movie The Santa Claus 2. Both characters, of course, played by Tim Allen. Did you notice this in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Rupert Grint's robes as Ron Weasley appear dingier and more faded than the rest of the students. This is by design, as most of Ron's belongings are hand-me-downs or bought secondhand. Did you notice this in Wreck-It Ralph? Pay close attention to the first appearance of King Candy. He gives a speech from a red podium with white stripes. Though fitting for his candy-themed persona, this may also be an invaluable detail to keep in mind for later in the movie. Did you know this about The Incredibles? Pay close attention to Dash's speech. He's out of breath in specific scenes. In order to get the authentic performance out of Dash's voice, Spencer Fox, director Brad Bird made him run laps around the Pixar studio before recording, and they said voiceover would be easy. Did you know this about Lady and the Tramp? Supporting characters Peg, Trusty, and Jock make cameos in another Disney animated film. Pay close attention and you'll find them in the musical number Why Should I Worry in the movie Oliver and Company. Did you catch this in Zootopia? There's a special significance to Bellwether wearing a little bell. In real life, the leading sheep of a flock is actually called the bellwether, and shepherds place a bell around its neck to help direct the rest of the flock. Did you know this about Tombstone? According to a Reddit user, the piece played on the bar piano by Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday is Chopin's Nocturne No. 19 in E minor. That Reddit user? Val Kilmer. And he says it's the only minute of piano he ever learned to play. Did you notice this in Ghostbusters? We all know Louis Tully, played by Rick Moranis, has a problem locking himself out of his apartment. But when he becomes the keymaster, doors literally fly open for him. I guess there's no Louis, only Vince Clortho. Did you see this in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Chip and Dale arrive in Tinseltown fresh off the bus, as the saying goes, like so many Hollywood hopefuls. Take a look at the bus driver, though. The Greyhound bus is literally being driven by a Greyhound. Did you catch this in Wall-E? Pay attention to the sound made when Wall-E is fully charged. PC users may not recognize this, but Macs make the same sound when they boot up. It makes sense having this in a Pixar movie, as Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was also a co-founder of Pixar. Did you catch this in Heat? One of the most iconic shots of the movie shows Robert De Niro as Neil McCauley standing against a window and watching the ocean. This shot was actually inspired by the 1967 painting Pacific by Alex Colville.